Club Atlético River Plate, or River Plate for short, is an Argentine side hailing from Buenos Aires. Their name comes from the English translation of Rio de la Plata, a river in Buenos Aires, where the club has their home stadium, El Monumental, the biggest in Argentina. River is, depending on who you ask, the biggest club in Argentina. The contender is their hated rival, Boca Juniors. The Super Clásico, the battle between Boca and River, is the most intense, fierce, and important football derby in the world, and one of the biggest rivalries in sports. For now, I'm focusing on River Plate's history in the Copa Libertadores. River has won the title 3 times. They first played in the Cup back in 1966 and made it all the way through to the finals in their debut to meet defending champions Peñarol of Uruguay. River lost the first leg and won the second, so the finals went to a playoff at a neutral venue, the Estadio Nacional in Santiago, Chile. River started the match well. At the end of the first half, River were 2 goals ahead, but they conceded 2 in the second half, and so the game went to extra time. River conceded again and again. Losing the game 4-2, and along with it, their first Copa Libertadores final. River's next appearance in the finals was in 1976. Like in 1966, they won their home leg and lost their away leg, this time to Brazilian side Cruzeiro. In the playoff match at the same stadium they'd lost to Peñarol 10 years before, River went down 3-2. Another 10 years passed before River saw the finals again, playing Colombian side América de Cali, but the 1986 Copa Lib final was a happier one for River Plate. They won at home and away, and so gained their first Copa Libertadores title. River's track record, making it to the finals every 10 years, continued, when in 1996 they won their group and the knockout rounds to fight América de Cali, the Colombian side they'd seen off in 1986, yet again. Hernan Crespo became a River Plate hero, scoring 2 in the home game at El Monumental to win River their second Copa Libertadores title. The every 10 years pattern didn't continue though, with River not making the finals again until former player Marcelo Gallardo took over as manager. He saw talent on his bench, and they formed the basis of the new River Plate. The 2015 Copa Libertadores was a defining moment for River Plate. It was their first real crack at the title in the 21st century. The group stages were tough for the Argentinians. They lost their first game against Bolivian side San Jose 2-0, and when they drew 1-1 with Mexican squad Tigres UANL at home, few people believed they'd make it into the round of 16, let alone the finals. Tigres dominated the group, winning 4 of their 6 matches and losing none. Meanwhile, River battled on, unable to find a win. Their away game against Tigres looked like it would be the end of the road for River Plate. The Mexicans scored 2 goals, and River trailed, their hopes of another Copa Lib final fading. But then, with only 4 minutes to play, striker Teo scored to put River just 1 goal behind. Then, with 1 minute to go, Rodrigo Mora knocked away a second goal. This remarkable comeback earned them a draw and kept them alive. This was just enough. They squeaked through into the round of 16, second in the group behind dominant Tigres UANL. Heading into the knockout stages, they were ranked as the lowest performing team. The outlook was bad. And their first game in the round of 16 was bound to be tough. They drew the highest ranked team. Their enemies, their antagonists, their foes of more than 100 years, Boca Juniors. The first game was at home. They managed to win with Carlos Sanchez scoring from the penalty spot in the 81st minute. They won the game by a single goal. But in the away leg at La Bombonera, things went sour. With 0-0 at half-time, as River's players returned to the pitch, Boca fans attacked them with some kind of irritant, probably pepper spray. Numerous River Plate players were harmed and unable to continue. The game was suspended. CONMEBOL disqualified Boca from the tournament. River went through and won their quarter-final and semi-final matchups. Now, they are in their first final for 19 years. So who are they going to face in the final? The strong Mexican side who had won the group stages, Tigres UANL. Would River be able to win? It did not seem likely. The first leg was played in Mexico. Despite Tigres' commanding performance, the game ended goalless. The second leg of the final would determine who would win the title. Rain pelted down onto the pitch. By the 25th minute, 3 Tigres defenders were on yellow cards. The first half looked as though it would end goalless, but Alario's goal from Vencioni's cross put River Plate ahead by 1, heading into the second period of the game. Then, at the 75th minute, Carlos Sanchez earned a penalty for River. He took the penalty and scored. Now River were 2 ahead. Their title hopes grew even brighter when just 4 minutes later, Funes Mori scored through the keeper's legs. The final result? 3-0 for River Plate. This was a historical moment. The first title in nearly a generation for the Argentinians. Their first Copa Libertadores win under Marcelo Gallardo. Their third victory in the competition, and a staggering achievement considering they'd only won once in the group stages and were the lowest ranked club heading into the round of 16. It was a glorious moment.